From Department of Computer Science and Engineering, I would like to welcome all for video lecturer on Cyber Security course with Anna University syllabus on Regulation 2021. Unit 5 in Cyber Security course is Intrusion Prevention. The topic is Firewall Basing. Generally, firewall basing is common to base a firewall on a standalone machine running a common operating system such as Unix or Linux. So, the firewall functionality can also be implemented as a software module in a router or LAN switch. And a base station host is a system that identified by the firewall administrator as a critical strong point in the network security. Typically, the base station host serves as a platform for an application level or circuit level gateway. The characteristics are the base station host hardware platform executes a secure version of its operating system, making it a hardened system, and only the services that the network administrator considers essential are installed on the base station host. These could include proxy applications for DNS, FTP, HTTP, and SMTP. And the base station host may require additional authentication before a user is allowed access to the proxy services. In addition, each proxy service may require its own authentication before granting user access. Each proxy is configured to support only a subset of the standard applications command set, and each proxy is configured to allow access only to specific host system. This means that the limited command or feature set may be applied only to a subset of the systems on the protected network. Also, each proxy maintains detailed audit information by logging all traffic, each connection, and the duration of each connection. The audit log is an essential tool for discovering and terminating intruder attacks. Also, each proxy module is a very small software package specifically designed for network security. Because of its relative simplicity, it is easier to check such modules for security flaws. For example, a typical Unix mail application may contain over 20,000 lines of code, while a mail proxy may contain fewer than 1,000. So each proxy is independent of other proxies on the baseline host. If there is a problem with the operation of any proxy, or if a future vulnerability is discovered, then it can be uninstalled without affecting the operation of the proxy applications. Also, if the user population requires support for a new service, the network administrator can easily install the required proxy on the baseline host. So, a proxy generally performs no disk access other than to read its initial configuration file. Hence, the portions of the file system containing executable code can be made read only. This makes it difficult for an intruder to install Trojan horse, sniffers, or other dangerous files on the baseline host. So each proxy runs as a non-privileged user in a private and secure directory on the baseline host. The host-based firewall is a software module used to secure an individual host. Such modules are available in many operating systems, or it can be provided as an add-on package. Like conventional standalone firewalls, host-resistant firewalls filters and restrict the flow of packets. A common location for such firewalls is a server. So the main drawback of this host firewall is filtering rules can be tailored to the host environment. Specific corporate security policies for servers can be implemented with different filters for servers Used for different applications, protection is provided independent of topology. Thus, both internal and external attacks must pass through the firewall. Also used in conjunction with standalone firewalls, the host-based firewall provides an additional layer of protection. A new type of server can be added to the network with its own firewall without the necessity of altering the network firewall configuration. A personal firewall controls the traffic between the personal computer or workstation on one side and the internet or enterprise network on the other side. The personal firewall functionality can be used in the home environment and on corporate intranets. Typically, the personal firewall is a software module on the personal computer. In a home environment with multiple computers connected to the internet, the firewall functionality can also be housed in a router that connects all of the home networks to a DSL cable modem or other internet interface. These are typically much less complex than either server based firewalls or standalone firewalls. The primary role of the personal firewall is to deny unauthorized remote access to the computer. The firewall can also monitor outgoing activity in an attempt to detect and block worms and other malware. These capabilities are provided by the NetFilter package on Linux systems or the PF package on BST and macOS X systems. These packages may be configured on the command line or with a GUI frontend. When such a personal firewall is enabled, all inbound connections are usually denied except for those the user explicitly permits. Outbound connections are usually allowed. The list of inbound services that can be selectively re-enabled with their port numbers may include the following common services like personal file sharing, Windows sharing, personal web sharing, remote login, FTP access, printer sharing, iChat transfers, iTunes music sharing, CVS, Nutella, ICQ, IRC, MSN Messenger, SMB, VNC, and WebStor admin. When FTP access is enabled, ports 20 and 21 on the local machine are open for FTP. If others connect to this computer from ports 20 or 21, the ports 1024 through 65535 are open. For increased protection, the advanced firewall features may be configured. For example, stealth mode hides the system on the internet by dropping unsolicited communication packets, making it appear as though the system is not present. And the UDP packets can be blocked, restricting the network traffic to TCP packets only for open ports. The firewall also supports logging and important tool for checking on unwanted activity. Other types of personal firewall allow the user to specify that only selected applications or applications signed by a valid certificate authority may provide services accessed from the internet or network. Thank you.